Blurbs, greetings. Got a video here about this part of a keyboard, really. This is the bare bones version of the GMMK Pro Premium Compact TKL gasket mounted modular mechanical keyboard white ice variant thing. I got this because I was intrigued by the design of it. And, you know, I've been into TKL mechanical keyboards and modulars in particular. Like I was messing around with this little thing a while back because it was, you know, affordable and it looked cool, and I swapped out all the keys, you know, the actual switches underneath for various different things. So, like, on a lot of these, I have these kailh navy box switches, whatever they're called. They're really heavy and I like them, but it's only on certain keys. Like these, not on shift, but on enter and escape and just, yeah. And then everything else that's not those is just your classic Gateron blues. I don't know if they're classic, it's Gateron, but you know, they're like Cherry MX blues. They're pretty good. Yeah, it was just an affordable little fun project that I did over whenever I did it. I don't remember. Anyway, I've been using this for a while. I quite like it. What is the keyboard? Oh yeah, it's a Keychron C1. I had K8, I think, before this, and it unfortunately kind of crapped itself and a lot of the stuff stopped working. So, you know, they're relatively cheap. So I was looking for something else in that form factor, and then I saw that there were some folks just making some posts on the various Twitter and YouTube videos. And the knob, it's got a knob, I don't know. And this right here, there's no nav cluster. It's just 4 keys right here and then like an extra one here. I'm really intrigued by that. So I got it on a discount because before it went on sale for, I think, $100 full price. You can get it for $70 if you just did the flex, whatever. They just sent it whenever they had one, and then they had one, so here it is. But yeah, it's an all aluminum body, CNC'd thing, which looks great. There's another thing I didn't like about this one. It's really, really lightweight and kind of flexy and just plasticky. But for not much more, there's this. And of course, it doesn't have any of the actual switches or the keycaps, so it ends up being not cheap. I guess it's got a bunch of things, some other stuff in there. There's a braided USB cable, probably not going to use that. I've already got a nice cable that I like. I guess it's RGB, don't care about that either. Like I said, it was mostly just intrigued by the layout, really, and the knob, because the knob is neat, like a little CNC'd metal knob. That's fun on anything. Yeah, I'm just go ahead and open it up, I guess, and try it out. Or yeah, I got to put together, right? So I've got a lot more of these, well, enough of these, the navies, the kailh box things. So I'm going to put those on pretty much everything on the outside here, like just the control keys and escape, and these over here, the arrow keys. Not on shift, because I like lighter shift keys for my pinkies. And then on everything else, instead of blues, I'm going with these kailh box pinks. I guess with the clear housing. I don't know if there's any difference, but man, I tried these on that other one over there, and I really, really liked them. Yeah. Nice and clicky. I love the tactility and the weight. You know, they're a little bit more than the blues, but they're not nearly as much as the navies. These are really heavy, and I like them, but not for typing like keys. I like them for the modifiers and things like that, stuff off to the side. And the space bar, I like a heavy space. Rambling about keyboards. Let's just open it up. Yeah, whatever. I guess it's probably some software with it too. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I guess remap some things to get the keys off to the side to be what I want, but that's no problem. And I think it also has QMK. That is so heavy. Oh, that feels great already. So yeah, hopefully customization won't be a problem with the included software, but otherwise, like I said, I think it uses QMK. It's actually a pretty nice braided thingy. A little keycap puller, that's handy. Ooh, another, that's like a switch puller. Okay. Got some screws for something. Some other something. Extra gasket strips. Yeah, I don't know what the heck any of this stuff is. Gaskets, lubing. I don't do that. That all gets into a bit much for me. I just want something that feels and looks Nice. Oh, this feels and looks really nice. That's just a slab of aluminum. Wow. I like that a lot. Heavy, doesn't move around. Again, I'm annoyed at all when I can do a keyboard and it's like that, even with rubber on the bottom. Nope. So that's great. Ooh, that feels good. It's got like a little. Got some stabilizers in there for those keys. Ridiculous. I don't know what this glorious the branding is, kind of silly. I'd prefer it not to be on there, but whatever. At least I won't have to look at it. And let's see, the keycaps. I had to get some keycaps too, so I ordered, whatever these are. I got them from Drop, I guess. Mass Drop. I guess it's Drop now anyway. Dolch keys, or at least they're in that kind of design. Yeah, just various grays. Yeah, look at those. These looked really quite cool. I liked the visuals and the different kind of gray going on. I figured I'd do that instead of the lighter colored keys that I normally do. But I do like gray. So yeah, I got a full set of those. Obviously won't need all of them, but you know, you can put those on there. They're all PBT dye sublimated and that kind of thing going on. I don't know. They seem cool, and they're a little bit lower profile. Yeah, not quite as tall. I kind of like that for like smaller keyboards like this. I don't know. I go back and forth on my preferences, and I honestly swap out my keyboard. Seems like every month now, with either something new that comes along or just going back and forth between all the old keyboards. There's a lot of old keyboards that I like using. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. It's kind of an industrial thing going on. I thought that it would look pretty good with this aluminum, right? Yeah, yeah. Kind of like a gray and dark gray with silver. But the only thing is that there's no Windows key, or at least the legend isn't on there. It just says code. I guess that's like a dolch thing, but whatever, that is what that is. It's fine. And yeah, I think I'll probably put that as, I don't know what I'll do. I haven't decided which keys I'm going to put here yet, and then maybe like one of them is going to be print screen. That's probably what I'm going to put here, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I just think it's cool. So let me go ahead and build it, or at least do the assembly in time-lapse form. That's that. And then everything else is going to be these. And the last one, checking the pins on every one of these, because they do slightly bend at times. And that's that. That feels really good. On such a solid metal base, as opposed to this. Like, those are, I mean, it's fine. This is good for its price, actually. I really like this, but the heavier the better. Alright, and of course the keycaps gonna be basically the same thing, just plopping caps on there instead. Pop a cabinet switch. There we go. Still don't know what I'm going to put in here yet. Exactly which keys, so I'll do that last. Okay. That's feeling so crisp. I'm not really a fan of how that is. I mean, it's, you know, fine. It's nice and stable, but the like lubed up stabilizers that are in there make it a little less clicky than I prefer. I mean, you know, I'm just used to this. I can't get used to this, but it has more resistance than I like. Yeah, this feels way better. Just gotta break it in, we'll see. As for these, I know for sure I want print screen right here because of those keys that are normally up above there. That's like the only one that I really use. So nice. These others though, that's, I don't know, because I'm not used to having 4 vertically lined up like this. Maybe insert, delete, page up, page down. I'll try that. We'll see how much it drives me crazy. Maybe. Like, I don't know, you tell me, does that seem like an insane layout? I kind of like it. Just looking at it. I love print screen on its own. And the knob. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll try this out. That's not going anywhere on my desk, which is awesome. Still don't like that. Alright. Well, at this point, I was going to plug it in, mess with the software, see how it feels, change things as needed, and then use it for a while. And report back. Alright, well, it is about a week later here, 6 days, 7 days, I don't know, about a week. And I've been using it every day for all the things here at this desktop. And what are my thoughts? I mean, this just might be my favorite keyboard in a smaller form factor right now. I don't know what in the world they're doing there. Maybe it's like the gaskets, the aluminum, the construction, the extra plates, something about it feels solid and predictably hearty in a way that none of my other keyboards do, you know, that are modern. But yeah, I've never had one that's this small, that's this heavy, and it's not nearly as reverberant or anything as my other ones. It doesn't sound as bright. And I've used these same switches on that other keyboard, that whatever that other one was, the Keychron thing. And, you know, I like that. But it's so different in just this platform. And that is what's really setting this apart. Yeah. It really is satisfying to type on. It's just the platform itself. Whatever the construction is overall that's making it feel like this, regardless of the switches. The switches are great. I love those kailh box, the pinks that I have there, and then all the navies. I really like that combination right now. But yeah, I mean, you could put cheapo whatever MX switches and clones of who knows what and stick them in there and it'd probably still feel really good just because of the overall platform in here. You just don't have any of that extra pingy, loud, whatever reverberation feel. Like for instance, this is my other sort of favorite modern keyboard, I guess. I don't know, it's a really good one. This is the Duffy Shine 7. This is a full-sized one, but and compared to yeah, they have a very similar click going on. I've got similar switches in both of these, but I don't know, they feel so much different even though this is about the same weight. It's also really heavy and nice and metal and everything. But the bottom is plastic. It reverberates so much more. It's got a different airy feel to it. I don't know, maybe it's just because this is different. And I'm really enjoying how different it is. The knob, I've not used it. It just looks cool. I like that it's there. It's neat. I like knobs. It's just controlling volume right here, right now. Press to mute. I never really do that at all on my PC because I don't, I've got a Mackie big knob studio over there. And I mean, if I want a knob to control volume, you know, get it over on the screen. Yeah, that's what I use because that does all my stuff for recording and everything. So yeah, I don't ever mess with the Windows volume. About the only thing that I don't like is how crowded this area is. Because sometimes I find myself going down to hit control, just without thinking, and then I'll hit either the left arrow or the down arrow. That's just taking some getting used to. That's all that is. I did have to switch a few things around in terms of the keycaps and remapping them later because I didn't know what I wanted exactly. So this menu key, that is just the Windows key, this is function. This one here, it's function no matter what. So that's for like changing around, I guess, brightness settings and some different control layers and things like that. I don't know. I wish you could easily remap that. Apparently you can with QMK, but I'm just using the whatever software, the glorious software, the GMMK Pro stuff to remap things. And that doesn't let you remap function, so that sucks. But I mean, I don't know what I would change it to. It's just here, and I never use it because I don't adjust any of the other things in terms of the colors. If I want to adjust that stuff, I'll just do it through the software. Print screen is this. That is, I wouldn't change that at all. That's perfect right there. That's the only thing on that cluster that I ever need or use anyway. I don't mess with scroll lock or pause. Who cares? I have this as insert, delete, and I changed these to home and end. I use those way more in editing and doing my work and, you know, messing with audio and video files and things like that. Much more than I ever do page up and page down. I do miss page up and page down on occasion. But yeah, I mean, you can just switch that over to be like I don't know, alt function this or that or whatever, and it can make that happen. I guess. I don't know. I haven't tried to do that yet. But yeah, if you want to make a combo key for page up, page down, that's fine. About the only thing I'm not so sold on in terms of the way the keys feel. You know, I was mentioning that space bar earlier in the video when I was putting it together. I still don't really like that. I still prefer a clickier. If it were this freely moving, I would like that better. And I have, you know, I went in there and sort of messed with the lube because these, anything with the stabilizers, this, that, they got lube already in there. It was just too much. They were sticking. They actually do still stick on occasion, so I don't know. It's not all the time. It just feels a little stickier than I would prefer. Like it, yeah, like it takes a moment more to come back up than I prefer. It's especially not great for gaming. I'm holding it down for a while gaming or whatever, running or something, and then it doesn't come back up for a split second. It just feels a little eh. And that's with the lube removed or minimized. It's just not as much in there because whatever was in there just felt really sticky and gummy. So that's just me. I don't know. I like things to be a little more free feeling on these particular keys. But everything else, it feels so good. I just can't stop typing on it. Like I've been coming in here to just you know, do like random crap. Like I had my phone out earlier and I was trying to look up a recipe for something. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna type in the recipe because it feels so good to type on this stupid little thing. This is really doing it for me. In case you haven't gotten that point yet. So yeah, well worth the price. I like how solid the cable goes in there. Like that thing is just in there. Sometimes you get these USB Type-C connections that are just garbage. Like the K8, for instance. Yeah. No feet. There's no adjustment feet. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but it's at the right angle already. I don't feel like I need to adjust it. And there is software, but whatever, it's software. It's kind of not the best, but it works. And you can switch to some different colors and things. Like, oh yeah, there we go. I think that's just like the default rainbow pattern that it goes through for RGB. So that's just one, either off or minimal glowing. So yeah, it's just great. Oh, and these keycaps are fantastic too. I mean, I was expecting them to be, but I really like them. I like the legends. The colors are not the colors. Like the printing. Well, the colors too. Like the black looks really good against the gray. Super happy with this. That's it. Thanks for watching.